Welcome to the FMSL podcast. This is episode 41. It has been about 2 weeks since we last did our last podcast. We've been very busy people with the league ending and other shenanigans, but we are back. So this is the end of season review for season 4. So tomorrow or today, when this gets dropped, is the transfer window opening at 5 o'clock, the database release, and then the window fully opens at 7. So hopefully everybody is around. It will be an interesting window. Hopefully there's no, as me and Chrissy were speaking just before, no price mess ups this window. So it shall be very interesting. So can we welcome the man in the horrible, horrible blue cap, Mr. Christopher Rowe?
Yeah.
Get that shit off my screen right now. There we go.
What's happening, Cam? You good?
I was good until you did that. That is crossing the line.
Right. First thing on today's podcast is Niall keeps going on at me about holding my mic and moving it constantly. So
what you doing, mate? What?
Yeah, I've always got it in my hand, haven't I? He's DJing and things out, so I'm gonna try and keep it there. So yeah, we can get it going.
I think you're gonna have to try and keep it there, mate. I think it's really, really important.
I try and keep it there,
but it's fine. Don't worry.
Sounds alright, don't you? Can you hear me?
What?
Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
There we go.
Right.
So, Christopher, how has your week been?
It's been a great week. The weather's been alright. It's cooled down a little bit. It's a bit warmer tonight.
Fucking have me on. It's cooled down. Are you taking the piss?
Due a bit of rain.
Oh yes, due a bit of rain. We had some rain last week and it was awful. But it was lovely at the same time. It was great. But yes, last week we were very, very busy people. I was out. I was with some friends on the Friday. I was at a wedding and work on Saturday. Then I was out for DC Fontaines. Thank God they're not track of the week. They were great, but less we say about the toilet queues, the better. And Chrissy's just been all around busy with stuff. So it's a great time to get that and make this podcast at the end of the season.
Yeah, it has been it's been a good season all round. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse, but you know what I mean. We move. Looking forward to the window tomorrow. Database is ready to go. Budget pages are getting sorted out as we speak. No stone has gone unturned, so we should be fine.
So when this actually goes out, hopefully it'll be 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock tomorrow or Saturday. So 2 or at least an hour or two before the database drops. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm at work. So I've had a bit too much time off in the last few weeks. So I'm at work. So it's the first time in about 2 windows and I'm going to miss this. So I'm a little bit disappointed.
A lot does go on a Saturday, admittedly.
Yeah, and it does, and that is what kills me as well, because I'm now being put into work on Sunday as well. So it's an absolute killer for me, because I'm going to have to wake up at the crack of dawn, go to bed dead late to make sure I catch all of the Windows action. So
yeah, but going to be interesting. You know as well as I do that you won't be going to bed early because you'll be at home scouring the database.
Well, I probably won't be scouring I'll be getting other people to scour the database for me, but I won't be scouring the database. I know. I already have my list of targets. I'm prepared. I've done an aid. If you remember when we had aid on, we talked about having a massive list of people to go to.
Old school.
Pen and paper. Well, mine's actually on I'm going to be transferring it over to a waiter's pad. So I can pull out my pocket mid-shift and have a look on the watch and be like, so that is where I'm at. But let's get this league update underway, because I feel like we're going to end up talking a lot. So obviously we had an update was it last week? I feel like it was last week.
Yeah, it was.
This may be last week. I can't remember. But anyway, so
yeah, you said 2 weeks. Or
Yeah, I
three,
thought it was 2 weeks, but it clearly hasn't been. So, looking at the table,
the Prem.
Atalanta are
Magnus done it again.
champions of the world. And luckily beat, was it Joe last game
Yeah. So I
for the
think Joe
title
needed to win. Joe needed to win 3-0, 2-0, 3-0. It would have been.
by a
I
three
can't
goal
remember what it
margin.
was. Yeah. Um. So yeah, that was like literally the last game of the season. I think Joe
And
had lost. Joe had drew or lost midweek, which kind of messed it up.
by
Uh,
looking at that, I think you might have lost. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But it's unlucky for Joe, really. Because, I mean, I
yeah,
played him, as we'll speak later on. It was just like, it's insane. He's got such a good team. But obviously, commiserations to Joe. Well done to Magnus. Great achievement. And we look forward to the rewards that we are all going to get for supporting you throughout this very, very difficult 2 seasons that you've had. Then quickly moving on to the rest of the league. Fenerbahce finished third,
yeah. Can
one
I just
point
have a quick
ahead
shout
of
out?
Crystal Palace.
A quick shout out to Fenerbahce. All right, now I've known Lewis for a while. He's our man over in. He's Spanish. I think he lives in Germany. I'm not 100% too sure. But anyway, he's our EU representative. We've got a couple, to be fair. But he's gone. He's only lost one game. One game. He's only lost one game in the league.
Yeah,
And then 5 draws. You know when you're playing FM and you're absolutely dominating. Well, you probably don't know. But you're absolutely dominating. And you just can't score. And then they score. And you're dropping points. That happened to Lewis quite a few times this season. I think a couple of different results went his way. He would have won the league comfortably. Yeah, so hats off. Honourable mention to my good friend Lewis.
yeah, and it's quite an achievement because I don't think, and this might be confirmed by when we flick over the next page, that anybody else did this. I might be wrong though, but I think that's a really big achievement. And considering the goal difference as well, it's quite a bit. It's a good, for coming third and only using one game, it is still quite a bit. So maybe he needs to spend some money in this window coming up. Then we have fourth place Crystal Palace with Mr. Christopher Rowe as the manager. Good season
I
for you, do you
managed.
think?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a sloppy start. Uh, Losing 4-0 to Joe on the opening week with a red card straight away. Wasn't the best of starts. But we've had a good season, managed to put it back. Like I say, I've won 8, drew 1. The one draw was against Magnus, I must add. Lost 4, so Newcastle, Fenerbahce, Napoli, and I also lost to West Ham. So, yeah, it's not been a bad season at all. I'm really happy with how the tactics gone, how the team, I'm a boring you, mate, how the team have gelled. I mean, you talk about transfer windows. In an ideal world, I'd love to keep all my players and not sell anyone, but you know how it goes.
That is how it goes, though. It's just
So
whatever
yeah,
happens.
so I had last game of the season was against Aston Villa, the third part of mine and Craig's trilogy this season. He won the first one in the Heenan Cup in the group stages. I won the second one in the quarter final of the might be the Heenan Cup, can't remember. FMSL Cup, and then yeah, the third one I won 3-1 this week. So I mean, Craig had a really good season as well, coming
He
up from
did.
the National League. You can't knock that at all.
Yeah, it's
17
really
goals. Do
impressive.
you know what I mean? It's really impressive. I think he's only going to get stronger. He's going to build on that next season.
Yeah, and you can tell there's a little bit of disparity in between that top three in terms of goals scored, as well. I mean, Napoli have been up there like yourself for a little bit now, and you can see that like the goal scoring numbers are like West Ham, newly promoted team, only 18 goals, survived relegation quite comfortably, but still only 18 goals.
Mm,
So I think it's something that newly promoted sides will struggle with, even going on next season. Um,
yeah.
so looking at the rest of the table, we obviously have Aston Villa. We have Craig over at Napoli, Mr. John
Yeah.
Don.
So if you look at Mr. Craig John Don's table, he actually shouldn't be there. Eight
Come again?
wins, three draws, two losses. Do the maths.
So why is he there then?
Suspensions. See, there was an issue regarding a suspension that he missed in the first week. He'd moaned about it all season that he made a mistake and that point could cost him. And in the final game week, he beat Joe. He beat Lewis, managed to relegate Lewis. Um, he didn't use any of his suspensions, so he got deducted 3 points. Three crucial
No,
points. And do you know what? Okay, obviously he wouldn't have won it based on that, but he still would have finished seconds.
a lot of money he's lost out on, isn't it? So that
That's
is
what I always say.
very.
Check your suspensions every week.
Mhm.
That they're uploaded to the chats that with the table with the fixtures. Pardon me, and they always suspensions are there. So yes, please, please don't be like Craig.
Yes, he's a very good. He's a walking advert, really, for checking your suspensions.
Oh,
Then we have Gladbach with Danny. He's got no Mbappe. However, he's still doing all right. Fiorentina, last year's champions, they have crumbled. Crumbled. They're gone. Bruno's done. There's fans outside screaming, Bruno out, Bruno out. He's just not done very well this season. Then we round off the rest of the league with West Ham finishing above Rennes. That is big, big, big. If Rennes hadn't got one more win, they might have been in with a chance of possibly getting relegated, Chrissy. And you've muted yourself. Fuck's sake. That's what he says. So I'll repeat what he's saying. So he's basically
there we
saying
go. I'm
Jake's
back.
correct.
I'm back.
What? Sorry. What were you going to
I think
say
it was.
about Jake?
I think it was actually done the week before, due to games. So Shane needed a point. I think Lewis and Ross couldn't catch him anyway. But yeah, he actually wanted to go down because he can't handle the prem. So
Jake can't
I
handle
think
the prem.
yeah, he heard it here first.
Oh well, he's that much of a bottle job that he couldn't even do it right.
Mm.
So
Couldn't even get relegated properly.
couldn't even get relegated properly. Fucking useless. And then we obviously have Shane at Valencia, um, just managing to stay up via one single point, um, and quite a hefty goal difference, but one single point still. And then obviously Galatasaray, Eintracht Frankfurt, and Leipzig, which is under new management in a friend of
Yes.
Stuart. He's got a lot to work with. He needs to get rid of that Newcastle core that Lee built. I think that was always going to be a challenge. Um, but, he didn't finish on the worst goal difference, which is a positive. But rounding out the rest of that league, them three, so yeah, Leipzig, your Eintracht, and Galatasaray going down. I think that's a pretty good way to end the season for, Valencia managing to stay up, clawing a bit of money in to win-win, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Shane's done. He's managed to scrape out the relegation zone.
I did say at
That's
the
up
start
to
of the year, well, man, I did say, and everybody laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me, and that hurt my feelings. That I thought he might struggle. I said I think he might struggle, and look what happened.
he did. He did
He
struggle.
did. But
Vinny
is
did
that
struggle.
and this is what we want to talk about later on in terms of the transfer window. Do you keep the status quo, or do you just go and blow a shotgun in its face? What do you do? Do you
See,
know what I mean?
this is what I was saying to Jake the other day. I was like, he only did two transfers last season. I mean, he's always floated around mid-table, but this season was a lot. Teams are getting better. Teams buy and sell, and they progress and they get better. Ultimately, that is how a window works. That's how it goes down. Sometimes he's like, oh no, I don't want to sell all my players. I was like, sometimes you need to just do it. So this ain't working. The team isn't doing what you thought it would do. Blow that mother up and restart.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting. Looking forward to see what people do in this window. So moving on to the Prem and talking about somebody who rips his team apart every window and has ripped his team apart. Special shout out to somebody that's never going to watch this, so I can do what I like. John, for actually coming third after, in my own predictions, in my own head, I predicted he'd be near the bottom of the table. And after the start of the season, I thought I was coming to fruition. But John's made a massive leap and was really going for them promotion places. So well done for John. I mean, it didn't work out, but you know, by the by. So talking about the real winner of the league, it was very close. It was really close, and Chrissy can probably talk her through the rest of the league, since it's not my league. So Chrissy, go ahead. The floor's yours.
Well, yeah, obviously, congratulations to Liam and Rashmat. Like you say, even though there was a 6 point gap in the end, it did go right down to the wire. Liam, obviously, at Real Sociedad, dominating the goal difference there. I mean, that is quite impressive. It's really interesting to see them two in the Premier League.
And can I just
So,
butt in? Can I just butt in? So what we said before about Fenerbahce is true.
yeah, he was the only one trying to
Only one that finished on
lose
one
one
loss.
game.
So well done, fair play.
So yeah, so coming down, Rashmat done really well to get up. It's good to have him back in the league. One of the Indonesians from the Indonesian flurry that we had a few years back. It's good to see him back in the league, winning, getting promoted. Next up, we just spoke about Ajax and John, and like you said, John had a real struggle to the start of the season. I think he was like the first two games he hadn't scored a goal, conceded 10, bottom of the league, and he's finished third. We'll talk more about the players as we go through. Uh, Furman got relegated last season in the Prem, sitting fourth. Not a bad result. 19 goals conceded, 12 goal difference. Now, this is the weird one for me. Simon. Now, he has
Yeah.
done better. He's done better. He's progressed. But to finish with minus 11 goal difference and finish fifth in the league is crazy.
He did
I mean,
get spanked
I
quite a
know he
few
got
times.
spanked. Was it by Rashmat and Furman?
I think it was Rashmat and Furman, and there was a few games where he was at least 3 goals down. I mean, I think
Oh,
our
okay.
game was 3 goals down. I think there was another game where he was three. It was like 4-1, stuff like that. So his goal difference is kind of reflective of his performances. But when his
Yeah,
teams needed to pull something out of the bag, it
they've
has.
done it. They've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and AD. Obviously, we spoke about him on the pod. I had a good battle with him in the semi final of the cup. Managed to sneak in a playoff place there, beating Nile to it, which is what we love to see. Alan, again, doing better again this season than he has the past few seasons. Getting up there, only a minus 5 goal difference, not bad. Wesley, not a great season for him. 30 goals scored, 30 goals conceded. Cam, bit gutted about where you are. I
Sure,
think
man,
you'll
mate.
bounce back. I think you'll bounce back. Um, Decent little window. Get yourself, I mean, the pieces you need. We'll talk about that in a minute as
We'll talk
well.
about we'll talk about
Um, Wolves at Craig. This is the one that shocks me. I mean, okay, and Darren at Lille. No offense to Andy or Ballon, but Wolves Craig was like he was a couple of seasons ago. He was challenging for the Premier League.
Yeah, I did say
You know
like I
what
think
I
it was
mean?
2, maybe 3 seasons ago he will win the Prem, and he didn't,
Mm.
and I think he got relegated that season. I went, oh dear, that's a bad mistake to make, but
He's down, and obviously
it
he's got
happens.
like Salah. He's pushing 35. If he gets retired, we don't know yet. We'll find out when the database opens. But yeah, so rounding off the bottom, Andy with number one pick, Darren with the second, and Ballon with third. There is it. And so just to go back, so the playoffs, Ajax against Villarreal. Villarreal actually overcome Ajax to go to the final, and Monaco Lazio. So this was a revenge game, would you say, for Monaco, having lost 6-0 to Ajax in the same week, last game week. Monaco won. So it was a Monaco Villarreal final. And congratulations to AD on gaining promotion in his. Would you say it's his first full season? Second full season?
No, it must be
Third.
second, at least second or
Yeah.
third now.
Well,
Yeah, it must be
the
second.
thing is,
He's built
who was
himself up.
who was Villarreal manager before?
Bondi,
Bondi.
007.
And he got relegated from the Prem as well. So
Mhm.
yeah, congratulations, AD. It's good to see. Good to see you doing well, mate.
The bounce back's been great. So,
Yeah.
congratulations to Real Sociedad, Marseille, and Villarreal. Um, we'll quickly step on to the cup updates now.
You
As we
sure you want to
mentioned the
talk about
last
this?
time, not really, but we'll talk about it. So I'll let you ask whatever questions you want to ask.
What happens?
Total collapse.
Total. To
It
be
was just,
fair,
do you know, right? I'll say this, right? Because the score was 3-2. And a lot of the things that happen, again, people are going to say, especially Alan or Niall, because he wants to feel like he's part of that crew, Cam is playing the victim card, right? I'm not playing the victim card. I'm just saying what happened, proven by highlights, okay, that I posted. And the matter of it was me and Joe were playing completely contrasting formations, and it was made for a very interesting spectacle. He was playing with, and the season's over. He probably won't play with again. I don't really give a shit what he's realistically going to do if I tell you what he was playing when I was playing, because we all know that Joe plays a 4-2-2-2. Okay,
but
Joe plays that. Yeah,
yeah.
it's an arrow practically, and then you play against me, and I play five at the back, two other midfielders, two up there, and one there. Some refer to as thy Christmas tree. So, what do I kind of do? You know what I mean? Like, we're playing completely contrasting formations. Yeah, he got the better of me on the wing every single time, which is where I know I need to focus on in the window. But first one, I think the first goal was pretty shitty. It was kind of crossing into the box. I think it bounced, I think, or was a header, went in, goal. Fair enough, is what it is. Then I think I scored. It was 1-1. Brahim Diaz went round the goalkeeper. And the duel went 2-1 up with what I would call probably the most disastrous penalty call I've ever seen. But the build-up play was even worse, which is where I know, again, I need to strengthen my team at wing back and in holding midfield. Ball was passed from wing back to Odegaard, which was the biggest hospital pass back to the wing back. Went down. I can't remember who. And Krichkavella, I think he had. He
Mhm.
has, I think, and he just pulled him down.
Yeah.
Blatant penalty. But to be honest, it was what it was. Like, 2-1 and then 3-1. And then I was chasing the game. I went to 4-4-2 and I pulled one back like last minute. And I thought, fuck, I'm going to get him back here. And then the whistle went. And I was like, oh no.
Uh,
It was like
this,
5 minutes of extra time and it just went like that. And I'd made
uh,
changes. I was like fucking every cunt forward. I was playing two wing backs, two wingers. I was playing fucking nobody in the centre of the park. I was playing Gravadiol as a fucking holding midfield player. I was playing Diamonde by himself. Like, it was just carnage. Come the end of that game. But Joe won it, rightfully so. Well done. It was what it was.
yeah,
Good.
that's it. I mean, you done really well to get there,
Close
mate. The
to
Heenan
to
Cup
even get
is
the
the Harden
final,
Cup out of the
considering
two.
where I finished. I said to
Yeah.
Magnus, like, I think I might be doing what you did a couple of years ago, being shit, but winning the cup. Go too soon. But we'll move on. But Yeah, well done to Joe, and
Yeah,
commiserations to myself.
congratulations. Yeah, commiserations, Cam. But look, and congratulations to Joe. I mean, I just noticed then it was back to back Keenan Cup wins. So
Oh no,
that's.
no, no! We don't talk about that. We're not allowed to because you're close,
I
right?
know, but, yeah, well, no, fair, you got to give him his dues, credit's due, where
Screw
credit is
bros,
due.
don't do
But
it.
I think the good thing about what you said then as well is, Cam, is you've assessed a loss. All right, you're going to get some good money for getting to the final anyway. You've assessed a loss, you know where you need to strengthen, which sometimes you need games like that to tick things over. So yeah,
Yeah,
moving on.
does help. But yeah, moving on. Obviously, I don't know where we were the last time this happened. I think one team wasn't in the final. I think it was 80 was in the final at this point last week. I think he was
Yeah,
anyway.
80 was. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So obviously, Fiorentina versus Atalanta. I think Magnus just decided he didn't want to turn up. Um, and Fiorentina versus Villarreal. If I remember rightly, and you can correct me here, it finished after extra time or was it penalties? I think it was after
yeah. It
extra time,
was.
wasn't it? 1
Yeah,
0.
it was. Yeah,
It was last minute.
last kick of the game. Congratulations, AD. I love to see it. It's always nice to go out to the winner as well. You don't feel as bad then. Even
Yeah,
think
you
about
never feel as
opponents.
bad. To be honest, I didn't feel as bad. If I'd lost in the semis when I played, I would have been gutted. But
But
losing in the finals, it sucks, but it is what
what's what a season for AD at Villarreal. Promotion to the Premier League and that cup as well. Just to top it off. Congratulations, AD, on a fantastic season. I'm really excited to see what you do in the Prem, how you hold your own. Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, well done. And it's nice to see that two of the last teams to have won the FMSL Cup have been people who've gained promotion to the Premier League
Mm.
as well. Very nice to see.
So could happen, Cam. Could happen, mate.
Fucking dreams can come true, as somebody once said. But just looking very quickly, I'll scan across the top and I'll be very nice. Um, so Erling Haaland, obviously, naturally, he's going to finish top of the Premier League standings. Kolo Muende, he finished on 10, and then Sesko finished on 9 goals. Fucking hell. Do you want to pronounce these three for the assist? This will be
Yeah,
a good laugh.
yeah, I will. I will. Right, Sebastian Szymanski from Atalanta got 6.
Shit.
Oh, fuck's sake. Right, Krivica Kvashadila. Oh, that's close.
Kravitschka, isn't it? Kravitschka. Fuck, I had too much to drink.
And then
Kravitschka.
Trent Alexander Arnold.
Wow, well done. Round of applause, Chrissy. Woo!
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so that was
Thank
the
you.
championship. Sorry, not championship. Fucking hell. They were the Premier League, and championship wise, Highland finished on 12 goals with Evan Ferguson, who, as I've had reports of this evening, Mister, watching me forward, thinking about fuck, I drank too much. He
Jesus.
is Evan Ferguson is apparently closing in on a deal to a club within Italy as we speak on a loan deal, mandatory loan deal, and I'll be very, very excited to see what is going to be happening tomorrow with that.
Oh, hang on
Very,
a minute.
very
Italian club. So there's 1, 2, 3,
fucking. Are you going to write a finger soon?
4, 5, 5, 6, 5. Oh, I reckon I know who it
You're
is.
having
It
some
ain't you.
sort of fucking meltdown. You're like, I don't have enough fingers. Um,
It ain't you. I know it's not you. I can't see because I know it's not you. Because you've got a
Anyway,
striker. Okay,
moving
yeah,
on.
go.
And Cameron Archer, the man who we all laughed at when he was signed,
You laughed
finished
at. You
joined
laughed at him.
joined second with Mohamed Salah as well, and then Wahid
Wahee!
he finished joint third but fifth overall with Goikarez as joint third. So lovely stuff. And then, do you want to do the honours for the assists?
Yeah, Grimaldo for Sociedad. Obviously, loves the wing back play there at Sociedad, which should do well in the Prem. We'll find out. Rooney Bargi, lovely little signing there for Marseille with 6, joint with Phil Foden and Molina. So you've got the right wing back and the left wing back there. Close them down. Uh, Halmara, joint fifth, joint third, sorry, with
Sure, Mario.
Youssef Yaziki, Yaziz,
Yaziki.
Yaziki, Yaziki, Alexis McAllister, James
And
Ward-Prowse,
Prowse. Jamie
and
Byron Gittins.
Jamie Bryan Gittins, a
I
new
think he's just
signing.
signed for
For,
Chelsea.
yeah, he has IRL.
And they've
And for Swiftly
signed
go over to
they've
the cup,
sold they've sold sorry, this is really they sold Madueke, haven't they, this afternoon?
have they?
IRL.
Where they sell
Yeah,
to?
yeah, to Arsenal.
Oh, fuck.
His career's going to die.
Why,
So
why do Arsenal love taking Chelsea? Arsenal, yeah.
and they've sold them Kepa as
So,
well. Sorry.
Chelsea is Brighton in the FMSL, and Arsenal is PSV in the FMSL.
Yeah, yeah.
They just
I'd
take,
agree.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So anyway,
Um
Cam,
yeah.
hang on, hold the phone. Top goal scorer in the cup.
What can I say? Yeah, it was I don't know how that's happened.
It's a good bit of money,
Obviously, we
that
spoke
mate.
about
Good
it
bit of
last week
prize
as well.
money.
I was just like, fucking hell, how's that happen? But he didn't fulfill the rest of it. Anyway, looking at the rest of the cups, Haaland, Koku, my boy, all them three players there, actually four, the top four players who score goals in the cup, I have owned in this FMO last. So that is really good. I'm loving that.
Chef's kiss.
Uh,
Yeah, but no one really
And then
cares about the cup
Angelo,
competitions.
Mbappe, Master Bueno, Master, what I call him, Master Poetian, and Pino and Rodrigo and da 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 da. Right, okay, this is where we want to talk
This is
about. This is what we
this
want
is
to
the
talk
juice.
about.
This is what we're waiting
This is
for.
what
Get
you
that
fucking
shit out of
talk
the way.
about. So, transfer window, transfer window is the 19th, so tomorrow to the 26th of July. And the big question is, that is such a teacher thing to do, and I seen it and I thought I've got to do it. Is who will your team sign? And the music I wanted to put on would definitely get copyrighted, but you know what music I put on here. It's like, the do 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 do. You know which one
Can't
I'm
you
on
just
about?
record? Can't you just record that and?
No, I'll get copyrighted. I've
Oh,
already
okay.
looked. Yeah.
What
So
record you
yeah,
singing it? Because that
that
was an
will
awful
not.
rendition.
No, no. But
That's an
we all know
awful
which one
rendition.
I'm on about. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Um. So yeah. So who will your team sign?
Oh, who will your
I
team sign, Cameron?
I don't know, but we'll have a look at some rumours of Fleetwood Mac because apparently they're getting back together. So why not? So looking at these pictures, there is some rumours behind this.
There
Udinese
better
are
not be.
apparently Udinese are apparently accepting bids for Martin Odegaard, cash only, or possible swap deals for an amazing, either DM, AM, CM. Well looking. And also, William Saliba. Apparently, he is on the move and on the market this summer. I don't know how true that is, but that is the information we've been fed here at FMSL HQ. Chrissy, what's going on with Lamine Yamal? I've heard
What
some
is
rumors
going
that
on?
he's. I've
You
heard
better
some
not have
rumors.
heard.
I've heard some rumors that there's a big club in Italy would like to sign the young boy.
There fucking better not be. But if there
Well, I
is,
heard
we'll
that
talk.
there is. Yeah, I've heard there is some rumors around that. But also, I've heard a massive, massive rumor, ladies and gentlemen, massive, massive rumor that Harry Maguire is on his way to an undisclosed location with a bag on his head smelling marijuana. So we can only guess where he's off to.
Newcastle.
No, work it out. He's English. Work it out. Um, And apparently Victor Gyökeres is on the move with another man on that picture as well. Erling Haaland is also on the move. Could there be some
Yes,
sort of deal there?
I
Could there be
can
some sort of deal
confirm.
between them two them two players. Who
I
knows?
can I can confirm, Cameron. Excuse me. I can confirm that Magnus has said, the manager for Atalanta, that if they won a second Premier League title, Haaland will be walking out the door. So
And he did.
everyone, get in his DMs, hound him.
Would he
Let's
fuck
see
off?
some action.
It's all right. I've got first dibs on any fucking bid that he accepts. So, fair play. And then I've got Warren Zaire Emery from the land of Ajax. Apparently, he is jetting off this summer with Ajax having a clear out. Not that John's going to ever listen to this. So apparently, he is available for 50 million. So go and get yourselves in.
He's not.
Bid
He's not.
low.
No,
Bid
Cam.
low.
Right.
Bid
Let's
low,
have a bit of
guys.
integrity, mate. Let's have a bit of integrity. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to represent the real truth here, so don't be throwing out rumours like that.
Yeah, so he's about 300 million, a bit low. But yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
he's
probably
about
about right.
300 million, bit low. But yeah, it's all good. And Artigula is apparently, well, basically the whole of Alan's team is probably for sale by now. Probably half of them have been sold. Alan likes to rip his squad apart and put it back together. We all know that.
Yeah,
It's just
Alan
sitting
wants
there going,
wingers.
yeah. Alan wants
Alan wants
wingers.
wingers.
Alan St. Maximin, off your fuck. But Christopher, who could be on the move, and who will your team sign? Question mark.
Well, I don't know, Cam. Really, like I said at the start. I'm really happy with how the team's gelled this season. I'm really happy
That's
with.
what people who are getting divorced say.
I'm really happy with the move they could go. I'm really interested to see how they develop. But for me,
That's what
I
Thomas said.
think it's gonna be defense. It's gonna be defense. If we get some swap deals in, I know there's a certain Dutch side that are trying to convert to English.
No,
So I've got
no, no,
So I've got a couple of
no.
players that he might be interested in. He's got a couple of players who might be interested in. You don't know. You don't know what way it's going to go with the window, and that is what I always say. The window is bloody crazy. People will put someone on you wouldn't even thought about. Someone will send a screenshot, and you're like, ooh,
Laporte was mine last year. To be fair,
yeah, exactly. Daddy wants a piece of that. That's how it
yeah,
goes. What about you? Because I haven't got. I don't know who. I never know. I never know. There's a couple of players that obviously were out on loan last season that I probably would sell on.
yes, yes. There is definitely
Um,
one player who is on loan who may be looking to spend extracurricular time in their place of loan a ship. But we will see. We will see. I mean,
we'll
to be
see.
fair, of current issues that's going on in their country, I could probably get the price down about 50 million. So there we go. Never mind.
What country?
Work it out.
Who? Oh, no, you won't get it down to 50. All right, mate. No. All right,
I
that's
don't
it.
want to
I'm
walk
going.
them. No. anyway, anyway. So yeah, I think to be honest, there is some players who I would like to get rid of, or maybe exchange for cash and player. We'll just see. I mean, to be honest, I'm very happy in the knowledge that I could literally sit this window out and still have a great team next window. Like
But then
I could
we
happily
need
sit
a
in that
meltdown.
knowledge.
We need a meltdown now. A window is
Well,
not
I mean, I've
complete
got.
without Cam meltdown.
I didn't have one last year.
You
Last
did. You
season,
have one
I didn't
every
have one last
window.
season. I didn't
You
have one
did.
last season.
You did. You did.
So currently just thinking about budgets from last
Meltdowns.
year. No, budgets from last year. There is one specific person who has a shitload more money than I remember off the top of my head. Without prize money, without YBAPs, without whatever, is Niall.
No, he sold his
Who
players,
will
didn't
Niall sign? Yeah, because he
he?
sold like everybody off. Who will Niall sign? I
Who
think
will he
that
sell?
Niall will go and sign probably somebody like Chris Gabella, or
I don't know because he don't
maybe
play
a big,
wingers.
big striker, or
He don't play
maybe,
wingers,
maybe
does he?
a big, big Italian centre midfielder. Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, it'll be very, very interesting when he sells them at a lower, lower rate to Andy in the next window. But never mind, because that always seems to happen. Not remember Mikel Marino who played for me? Got sold to Andy for a pittance. So
Does happen.
does happen. Um, there is one player who I would love to sign this window, and I don't mind saying it on the podcast. It's a very unrealistic target. Really unrealistic target. I would love to sign somebody like Jude Bellingham
Off Jake.
of Jake. I know he won. I know he won because he's a fucking
Yeah.
guac for the likes of Haaland and Mbappe. But I mean, to be honest, it would be quite nice to have Jude Bellingham back again and try and work him into a system. And for
Interesting.
me, that's something that I would like. Obviously, I do have the likes of like Xabi Simmons and Odegaard, so I have a good range of player. Do you know what I mean? I could be comfortable, but it would be somebody I'd like. Who would be your sign if you had £1 billion FMSL and you could go and bid that on any player? Who would you like to go and sign?
Mm, um, what? So just a player like it? So we're talking unrealistic here, aren't we? Like we're
Yeah,
literally being.
so maybe somebody that you've always wanted, but know that the manager will never sell, like Edison or Allison or somebody like that, or
Yeah,
maybe
I mean
you know,
it's probably the obvious ones. I've never played with Haaland in FMSL. I
don't
don't
waste your
think
time.
the thing is, Cam, with me, it's the same with uh, Zaire Emery. Like I'm very reluctant to spend a lot of money on one player. Like I've built up a team from uh, good deals. I've built a team up from good scouting in a database, and I like to sell players on for profit. I can't see myself doing a 2-for-1 deal with 100 mil on top. That's just not for me. So yeah, so really, yeah, it probably
Yeah,
would be Haaland because I wouldn't want to lose that much. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why.
yeah,
Obviously, you'd be getting Haaland, well, best striker in the game, would be amazing. But yeah, if I had the
yeah.
billion FMSL bucks, he would be the target.
That's always good to
You
know.
get
So
sorry,
go on,
because
no,
you
go on.
guarantee the prem, isn't you? You guarantee the prem.
Yeah, well, you might be, maybe not me, but Chrissy, your track of the week
What
is
a
a
fucking
beautiful,
tune!
beautiful song, "Something
Something
Beautiful"
beautiful. Robbie
by Robbie
Williams.
Williams. Oh,
It is one of my all-time favorites. Sung at karaoke last week while I was DJing. It's just this whole weekend is something beautiful coming our way. The transfer window.
it is. It's great. It is. I do love a bit of Robbie. I am partial. I'm partial to a bit of the
Who
man from
isn't?
Port Vale. I do. I do love him so much. It's great. Um, for me, I mean, you're gonna go, ugh, but this is what I've seen. And I mentioned this before. We've seen Bruno. We've seen Joe in the past. We've seen Magnus in the past. We've seen other people in the past. We've won the Prem and crumbled. So that is for all of those, and also me, who thought I had a wicked team and was dog shit. It crumbled. It was a crumbling empire. That is how my season was. So that is to everybody who knows what it's like to have everything and have nothing by the end of it. So that's
That
for
was
them.
deep.
Crumbling Empire by Sam Fender.
That
I
was,
was
that
listening to
was
it in the
deep.
car on the way back from Badminton the other day, and I went, "Yeah, this fucking tune this." But yeah, that is your FMSL roundup of the season. So, Chrissy, on a scale of
Yeah.
on the scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the whole season for everyone and everything? How would you rate it? Drama, excitement, goals, shitty transfers. How would you
10.
rate it? 10.
10.
I'm
It's
liking that.
10. Every season's a 10, man. I mean, just the love of this league, being involved, the community, like you said, the transfers, even the shitty little ones. Like I signed that Sardella for 1 million, the last pick of the draft. You had him before. Was it Anderlecht?
Yeah,
He
Anderlecht,
didn't
yeah.
play. He didn't play one game. He did not play 1 minute. He didn't even get the bench. But it just just vibes, man. Yeah, 10, big 10.
Fair enough. Anyway, so Christopher, thank you and good luck for um, this upcoming season and this upcoming
Yes,
window.
Cam.
Thank you
Good
for
luck for
sorting
the
out the
window.
database because I know
Thank
that's
you,
what
no
you've been
problem.
doing, and you look
No worries,
sweating and your
people.
hair
It
looks
is warm.
absolutely
And,
disgusting.
whoa, look, I can flick it at the back now.
Oh, but you are wet. You can just feel. I can feel the wetness of the wet hair.
I need to get the fan on. I need to get the fan on.
Yeah, you fucking do, dirty. I can smell it from you. So, thank you very much, Chrissy. Much love to you, and remember,
I will be in your DMs tomorrow. Don't you worry about that.
Chrissy, are you?
that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Right. Thank you very much, Chrissy, and we will speak to you later.
See you later, man. Cheers.
Make sure you stay on the call.
Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I will. Bye,
Bye
bye.
bye. So that is the end. Hold your breath and count to next week because that is when the window ends and we will be doing a podcast for then. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's a long one, but the window is fast approaching. Make sure you're not last. And I know I look tired as shit because that's because I am. Thank you very much. We'll see you somewhere down the road. And remember, smile and take care.